Hello, I'd like to take a moment to introduce a meditation technique that has had an incredible role in my life, and I want to share that with you. So, this particular meditation technique is going to involve the use of Japa beads. The word Japa means repeat, and this is in Sanskrit. So, we're going to use the Japa bead, also known as mala bead commonly. And I'm going to give you some etiquette associated with the use of the Japa bead. I'm also going to introduce mantra to be used in Japa. So, mantra Japa is mantra repeated. And we'll do a particular mantra, but you may have a different mantra that you use and or use another one of your choice. So, the word mantra, it can be broken down in two parts. Man is a reference to the mind, and tra is can be interpreted in a couple of different ways, but in Sanskrit it is referred to a tra is to transport or to travel, or it can be referred to as a tool. So we can take from this mantra a mind tool or a tool to transport the mind. So, in meditation, we recognize that the mind is active. Its job is to be active and reactive. And it can be constant. There's like a monkey on your shoulder, is referred to in the Buddhist religion. And it is a centerpiece of the yoga tradition, is to eventually, through practice, come to a comfortable seat and work with meditation to achieve higher states of consciousness and awareness on realization of yourself, who you are, and your connectedness to all things. So, in this meditation, we're going to repeat a mantra using the Japa beads. And it's a very, very effective way to still those fluctuations of the mind, so that you can come to a place of calm and relax. I do this daily. It is a practice I strongly, strongly encourage. And there's some tradition associated with the beads that I wanted to share with you. So, in a standard set of beads, you will have 108 beads strung together, in addition to a guru bead at the very top where the tassel is. So we don't actually count the guru bead. It doesn't really matter how you use the beads, so long as you just do it, to be honest, I believe. We use the right hand. The right hand traditionally was used for eating. And so this is a yoga tradition that I am referring to. And so in ancient India, hands were used for eating, and right hand for eating, and the left hand was used for hygiene. All right, so we wouldn't use the left hand. Traditionally wouldn't use the left hand. So traditionally use the right hand, and we also do not use the index finger. And there's a reason for that. But traditionally, we'll start with the beads placed over the three fingers from the middle finger, with the guru bead facing in toward you. The thumb comes onto the first bead after the guru bead. And again, it actually doesn't really matter how you use it. I just want to share you the tradition, and I'd love for you to find your way with using the beads and just do the practice without necessarily feeling too tense about how you should be doing it, but rather how you feel you need to do it. But these are the traditional methods I wanted to share with you. The other thing we don't do is allow the bead to touch the floor or your feet. So when you need to rest the beads down, just place that on a blanket, or it might be just on your leg, or you could even wear the beads. But the wearing of the beads, it may It may be with purpose, but just check in. This becomes a sacred tool, especially when I give you the introduction to mantra. You will realize that we're infusing an energy into into the beads, and if you choose to wear them with purpose and intent, then that's fine. It might be that it's covered underneath the clothing even, or worn very proudly, and that's fine too. However, these become a sacred tool, and many people like to store them in a little bag to maintain that sacred nature and the energy that is fused within them, rather than wearing them as a fashion item. But you might have that as a fashion item, and that's completely fine. That's the tradition in using the Japa bead. We are going to use a mantra, and you don't have to do this with Japa bead, but it's a mantra Japa, and we're reciting or repeating a particular phrase. And in this case, we're going to work with the mantra associated with the goddess Durga. First of all, mantra in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is an ancient language established to communicate the spiritual learnings or philosophies of yoga and practices. So, for more than 5,000 years ago, the language was established to communicate the spiritual practices of yoga. And the words themselves, the syllables, have a vibrational effect when they're said. And together, the words have a vibrational meaning. And while we have a translated meaning and we can connect intellectually with that, the body can actually connect with the vibrational meaning of the mantra. And given that you're vibrating at various frequencies, everything is an expression of vibration at various frequencies. It's possible to align the body, mind, and spirit with qualities of the vibrational meaning of the mantra. So be careful with the mantra that you choose. Stick with ones that encourage, a lightness, positivity, and you might choose Om, for example, as a very, very highly selected and recommended mantra to use, even if it's just at the beginning for you. And Om is one that I would recommend. So the one we're going to use today is Om Durga Ma. Om Durga Ma. So the goddess Durga is represented to us in the mythology from the philosophies of yoga, and it's evolved over time and adopted within the Hindu religions as well. Durga, as with all of the deities, is not something separate to us. It is something that is already within us, that we use practices of devotion to unveil. And so all of the avatars uh, are offered to us in the mythology and the philosophies to encourage us to find those divine qualities within. And the divine quality of Durga is the feminine qualities, and specifically the mother qualities. So when we recite this mantra, Om Durga Ma, we are encouraging what are those divine feminine and mothering qualities within. And it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. These are inherent within all of us. And they are therefore mothering, being nurturing, loving, compassionate, patient, understanding, and encouraging of nourishing others, while being fiercely protective of others, and strong in her own sense, firm and secure on this earth, and able to give and receive love and that nourishing. So I want to offer you this as an incredible mantra for you to repeat in your practice. And I look forward to guiding you through that practice. Namaste.